Hello, hey, sweet people. Welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. As always, my name is Foster, and as always, I am here with...
Alexia. Hi.
Hey, Alexia, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing pretty well. To be honest, it is raining a lot, so I had to go outside and walk with Buddy, our dog, this morning. And it was like sideways rain in your face. And Buddy was like, I do not enjoy this at all. But apart from that, I'm good.
That's good. So, today we are going to talk about a subject that Foster loves.
A complicated subject for me. And something that I do not talk about on the show very often.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Right? I think that you've talked about it already.
Probably. We've already recorded more than 700 episodes, so I think we've talked about almost everything at some point or another. But today, we are continuing our conversation talking about shows and series and documentaries that we have enjoyed this year. And today we're talking about a new documentary series that we just started. Alexia, do you want to tell me what we are watching now?
Yes. So, Foster said he, how do you say that? Indicou
Recommended. Okay, good place to stop real quick. A lot of people, a lot of Brazilians want to say, what do you indicate to me, or something like that. We really don't use the word indicate in the same sense in English. To be honest, unless you are an economist or something like that, you don't really need to use the word indicate. We always say recommend. What do you recommend? Or what do you suggest?
Recomendar. The same thing in Portuguese.
Yeah.
A new show about Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
Yes. So Tiger Woods is the most...
Tiger Woods is the GOAT.
Huh?
Do you understand that?
No.
Do you know what the GOAT means?
Goat is an animal.
Yes. So what kind of animal?
Cabra.
Goat é uma cabra. But if you're reading on the internet and you see someone say he is the GOAT, the greatest of all time.
And that's really weird because Tiger Woods is the GOAT.
It is complicated because his name is Tiger and he's also the GOAT. But anyways, HBO just released a new documentary about Tiger Woods. It is a 2-part series. We just finished part 1. It's interesting so far. But before that, Alexia, I want to ask you, before watching the documentary, did you have any knowledge of Tiger Woods? Did you know who he was?
Yeah. Even before I met you, I've already knew who he was because of the scandal involving him. Mm-hmm. And I remember that because of that, he lost all of his sponsors and, I mean, his life was over.
Yeah.
And then...
Can I give you a quick recommendation?
No, 1 second.
A quick recommendation. Meu amore. The word sponsors, that's a really open sound. Sponsors.
Sponsors.
Excellent. Please continue. Sorry for the interruption.
And then after a long time, he just came back. Like, he appeared.
He came back and won the Masters, the biggest golf tournament in the world.
Yeah, and everyone was shocked. And apparently he's a new person. And I'm very happy that he's a new person. So
yeah.
And it was almost after 8 years, 7 years.
More than that, no. His incredibly crazy scandal began, at least publicly, in like 2008. And then he disappeared for more or less 10 years. And then in 2019, he won the Masters, which is one of the most important golf tournaments in the world. So 11 years later.
I think that I was at your parents' house and you and your dad were watching it and I was too sleepy to continue watching it.
No, I remember that you were not feeling well.
Yeah.
So you didn't watch it. And my dad invited friends over. And the whole time we were just in disbelief. Like, Tiger's winning the Masters. Tiger's going to win the Masters. Tiger won the Masters!
Yeah. So, Foster, I think that you are the best person between the two of us to tell about what happened to him, because I'm pretty sure that not many people know him, or, okay, they heard about him, but doesn't know everything.
Okay, so a quick backstory. When I was a little boy, I was a very serious golfer, which means from age 6 to 15, I played golf every single day. I traveled around the country playing golf, and it was my life. Nowadays, that seems very weird and embarrassing because golf is like a very, it's a sport with a lot of negative connotations. But when I was a little kid, golf was my life. So naturally, I grew up watching and thinking about Tiger Woods all of the time. And then when I was older, he had this crazy sex scandal where it turned out he was having sex with like hundreds of women, and he's married and has kids. And then he was arrested for doing drugs and stuff, and all of this crazy stuff happened. So for like 10 years, it was just, oh, we can't believe the greatest of all time fell from heaven and crashed, and he's gone forever.
Yeah, and I mean, people tend to judge a lot what he did and why he did it and etc. But after watching the first part of the documentary, I can understand completely why he turned to be like a huge narcissist and think that he was the king of the world and he could do anything to anyone and everything.
Yeah.
I can understand completely, and it's all his dad's fault and his mom's as well.
Yeah, so I don't want to give too many spoilers, but his dad was very, very strict. His dad was in the army, and so Tiger first appeared on national television when he was 2 years old. So his dad just forced him to play golf all of the time. But let me ask you, Alexia, I think that you do not have to like golf. You do not have to understand golf. You don't need to really have any information about this to still understand the human drama and enjoy the series.
Yes, of course, because it's very interesting, and I like to understand the human behavior situation.
The psychology.
Yeah, the psychology part. And I mean, if you are an athlete or if you are whatever, if you are a human being and you are forced to be perfect at something for all your life, usually some part of you won't be doing good.
Yeah. And I think another big part of Tiger's life and of this documentary are the effects of fame and celebrity.
Yeah, the same thing that Diana suffered. And I mean, you can relate to that. It was almost the same era and the same generation.
Yeah. If someone is watching your life literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you are probably going to have some crazy tendencies. But at the end of the day, it's a really cool series about not only golf, but about fame, celebrity, what that does to you, and also about seeing someone that is a world-class athlete, which is really cool.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think that this show is very good, and you're gonna get to see a sport that is not that famous in Brazil, right? And about an athlete that everyone should know about, and that he could turn his life around.
Exactly. So as you can probably hear, Buddy now wants to be a part of the conversation, which means I think this is a good place to stop for today. But if you're interested, go watch Tiger Woods. As always, keep up the good fight.
Lose well and drink water.
Say bye, buddy.